Hey, what's up guys? Here on Down to Top, we've done a couple of different videos about offline games and how important they are, but one thing that we always forget is the size of these games. So today, I'm back with 15 offline games that require very little amount of your data. So starting off with number 15, we have Bicycle Pizza Delivery. This is an open-world bicycle riding game where you step into the shoes of a pizza delivery boy who also moonlights as an extreme bike rider, and your job is to deliver food to different locations in a given time frame. The game features a vast open-world city that you will race through as you try to meet your deadline while dodging traffic and different obstacles. There's also a lot of bicycle options, and you can do a chase helicopter mission too. Along with that, the game offers lots of missions that you'll enjoy. Overall, the game has good graphics and decent gameplay. Number 14, The Last Survivor. As you can probably tell from the name, this is a horror zombie game where you have to survive and escape from a haunted hospital. In the game, you have to explore every part of this hospital, and there are many places in here that you don't want to stay long. Besides that, you also have to find clues, tools, and weapons so that you can solve various puzzles and escape from the hospital. All the while, you have to fight with zombies. All in all, this game has beautiful graphics and low size, and if you're a fan of horror games, then you'll definitely want to try this one out. Number 13, Spider-Man. This is a fan-made Spider-Man game which was developed by the R-User team. The game has been gaining popularity recently and many videos are going viral on YouTube. Now this piqued my interest, so I actually did try it myself and I was very surprised by the game mechanics. You can swing in the air and do various moves and tricks, which is very similar to Sony's PS5 Spider-Man Miles Morales game. In my opinion, R-User does a great job. He shows the possibility of mobile gaming, but because of copyright issues, I don't think R-User will develop this game any further. This also got me thinking that Sony should really develop this game for mobile, but I'm pretty sure they'll never do that. Number 12, Bus Derby. I know many of you guys play bus simulators way too much, but today this game is gonna be different. This one's a bus racing game where you will race along with 15 opponents on various exciting tracks. The game features unique and progressive gameplay with challenging racing game modes like time trial, single race, custom race, bus marathon, derby grand cup, and more. The game also features 11 customizable buses with 16 different tracks where you can do races in AI buses and destroy them during the race. Also, the game has stunning graphics with good control. Overall, it's gonna be a good game, especially for bus lovers. Number 11, Perfect Grind. This one's an arcade skateboarding game with a surprising amount of customization. Here, you can jump on your board at tons of different skating locations with tons of tricks and plenty of character customization. Also, the game features career mode and endless mode, and you can build your own park and skate in it. Besides all that, the game is beautiful, but it's not completely free. Number 10, Slime Labs 2. This is a physics-based platformer game where you control a blob of green ooze that can squish, stretch, shrink, and attack enemies using its sticky tongue. The objective of this game is to collect all the data disks hidden in the levels. You have to explore the laboratory, which is full of traps and monsters. Sometimes you have to race against a giant chemical flood on top of the level to escape it. You also have to change the shape of your green ooze in order to solve the puzzle. Overall, it's a good game for platformer lovers. Number 9, Last Hope 3. This is a brand new zombie shooter game that is set in a post-apocalyptic world. It has beautifully done graphics and you'll be shooting down hordes of zombies and bosses. It also features a metric ton of missions where you will experience a thrilling and fun story campaign. Also, you can use your sniper rifle to assassinate your undead targets and survive dangerous boss fights with your assault weapon. If I talk about gameplay here, you can't control the movement of the protagonist, which may be a downside of this game, but overall, it has good graphics with good control. Number 8, Ninja Ryuku. Okay, so I know many of you guys have probably already tried this game, but for those of you who haven't, it's an open world fighting game where you will play the story mode and go through a series of regions to fight against plenty of enemies. And in each of those regions, you'll have to fight a stronger boss than the one you did before. The game mechanisms here combine samurai, ninja, and typical fighting elements where you can use many weapons like short, long swords, and even shuriken. You can also unlock special abilities which help you to perform combos and attacks. Overall, it has great graphics, and if you like ninja type games, then definitely go for it. Number 7. Sky Trail. This is a first-person parkour plus shooting game where you play as a special agent who's on a mission to destroy enemy bosses. Here you jump from one building to another and shoot out all your enemies on the way. The game is level-based, which simply means you can unlock weapons and armor as you progress. Also, the controls of this game are so simple you can actually play with one hand. Overall, it has stunning graphics and good control. Number 6. Blue Monster 2. This is a horror escape action game where you are locked in a toy factory and have to do everything you can to avoid being caught by the human-eating mummy longlegs monster. The game elements are very similar to Poppy Playtime. Here, you have to solve puzzles and use your mechanical hands for different activities. Even though the game is pretty scary and creepy most of the time, it is also pretty fun and engaging and will keep your heart beating the whole time. In my opinion, I did like this game, but there are ads to claim the toys, which is a little annoying. Overall, it's a must-try game with good graphics. Number 5. Dismantle. An open-world survival-style game where you play a character emerging after the apocalypse. The world is now inhabited by dangerous creatures, and you only have your bare hands to survive. It's a novel game mostly because items in the world can be destroyed for materials that you can craft and learn skills as you explore. You can also solve environmental puzzles above ground and underground in the tombs of the old ones. Also, you can clear areas of monsters and claim it as your own. Along with that, you can also do fishing and other survival activities so you can survive in the game. Number 4. Dig Dungeons. If you're into mining types of games, then try this one out. It's an action arcade game where you will play an adventurer who goes deep into the dungeon. In there, you explore for gold, treasure, and fight with some creepy enemies. You can also dig through the walls with a pick and find treasure chests guarded by monsters, defeat them, and take the treasure. Besides all that, you can use a variety of items for upgrading your equipment, or you can sell it for coins. Overall, it's a decent game with decent graphics. Number 3. Thief Simulator. A surprisingly fun thief-like game in an open-world setting. While it doesn't have all that polish and shine right now, the gameplay loop is fun and engaging. There's plenty to see, do, and steal. In a simpler way, this is like a Grand Theft Auto without the violence, where you steal but kill no one. You roam from neighborhood to neighborhood earning money to pay off your debts to a crime family. Your contact Vinny sends you the routes through voicemail messages as you level up. Overall, it's a good game, but does need some optimization. Number 2. Freedom Strike. This one's an offline first-person shooter game where you will play the role of a soldier whose city has been attacked by terrorists, and now you are on the mission to annihilate your enemies. The game also has an interesting storyline with great audio dialogues, which makes the game fun to play. Also, the game features destructive weapons like deadly guns, grenades, and pistols that you can use to fight against terrorist squads and save your people. Now for this one, I really enjoyed this game, and I feel it's very similar to Battle Op and others. The graphics of the game are great and gameplay is solid. It can easily run in low-end devices too. Number 1. Rope Hero Vice Town. Ever since childhood, you probably dreamed of becoming a superhero who can save the world and protect everyone. If that sounds like you, then Rope Hero Vice Town is not the wrong choice for you. This is a fun and funny game where you are playing the role of a superhero who has to defeat enemies and protect the world. Specifically, when you start to do quests, you must have a courageous spirit, resilient will, and fearlessness in front of your enemies. Use your powers to kill evil criminals and quickly save the city. So I played this game many times and I think it's probably the best game under 100 megabytes. The game combines the elements of GTA 5 and Spider-Man and provides you with a unique experience in many different ways. And I know a lot of people have probably already played this, but if you have not, definitely check it out. So there we have it, the top 15 offline games that are actually small enough to fit on your device. Now that you've seen the list, let me know in the comment section down below which of these games you like the most. And if you want to be kept up to date on all the latest and best mobile games as they release, then subscribe to Down to Top with bell notifications turned on. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.